you think it was like it's much different, having to be a refugee as a woman traveling by yourself like that? Do you think you face different hardships than if you were like a man trying to, leave your country for your safety?
Yeah, I don't know if you notice in the team of Word in Conversation in Afghanistan, I am the only woman in the team. So every time I traveled alone with team to India and even to South Korea, I went because of the law issues in the bar association. So for me, it was not that much difficulty because I had experience, and my family, especially my dad and my mom, they encouraged me very well to go to build my future. For example, I did not feel that much what I saw. So they are treated equally, and also as a safety, it is safe for me. Here is a safe place. I can solve with the team that they are help us here in Netherlands. So I did not feel any hardness, but what I felt when just left Herat to Kabul alone. But on that time, I really, because it was my first time that I go alone by road to the Kabul, about 18 hours, because in the way there is lots of dangers and what I heard before. But I went with my friends. At least I find someone to go with me, because they are a family, a small family. They also went to Kabul, so I go with them to the Kabul. So that was my first experience.
So there's a road that you take between Herat and Kabul, and it's one of these mountainous passes, these really amazing mountains. And the U.S. military, so my friend who's a colonel and spent much time in Afghanistan, the U.S. military called it the highway to hell. And Maliha had to take that trip on her own in this really dangerous time when the Taliban were coming onto the bus, right, Maliha? And also, that they would periodically stop the bus and come on. And also, Rafi, his wife, Roman, and the two girls, whose picture you saw, they closed the airport down, so they couldn't fly to Kabul. And the only way that Rafi was going to get out of the country is if they got there and got out of the country. We could not fly them. And in the end, they had to take that bus, the highway to hell. My friends in the military said I would never, ever take that pass, ever. And they had to take that alone by themselves. And it was 20 hours of just not knowing if they were going to make it. And Rafi was in Kabul waiting to just wait, So imagine that you saw those two beautiful girls. Imagine that. That's it. And his life depended on him leaving, and then depended on them making it there. And so these are the kinds of things that we're wrestling.
I just want to add something about the difficulty. What Mr. Sam said, I remember. On the danger thing is when bus stopped and one person as a Talib, he come back to the bus and he just check. For example, there's two sides. He just check one side, and with long hair and with music, kind of music that they like it. So nothing else. So maybe we felt that maybe just one man with a gun, maybe if he feels something bad, so he kill everyone. So this is the danger part. And the second thing is, I went to Kabul, and Mr. Sam, also you know that there is no one in Kabul from my family there. So I even do not have any home relatives. So I just don't know what should I do and where I should stay for example, for 2 days, for 3 days, for 4 days. But I came to Mr. Nadiri's home, and when I saw him or his wife, so because I know them, I feel relaxed. And after that, I said, "Oh my God, I should go somewhere because it's not good to stay in their home because they also in rush to leave the country." But when Mr. Nadiri told me, "You stay there, up to you." Go to airport and left the country. I said, "Oh my God, wow, that is good." I called to my mom and dad and said, "I'm safe here. I'm in Mr. Nadiri's home." And one day after one day, they left the Kabul. That was also for me a great time and a risky time even. So we can say it's hard for a woman to live, at least in country, to another city because...
Afghanistan is a traditional society, and the people believe very much in the customer tradition. Yes, some women who are in the serious danger, but are not allowed to travel with their family members. Unfortunately, the rule of country for evacuation is just, the women's. And of course, this is belonging the family and also the provinces. Now I'm working for, evacuation of my 2 or 3 colleagues from Herat. They are women. And now they are accepting for the evacuation plan to be evacuated from Afghanistan to Germany. But they are alone, they are single. The family are not allowed them to go out without a member of the families. Yes, some of the family has this problem still in Afghanistan, and they are in very serious danger as well from the Taliban side. But some people and some family are lucky, like Maliha, and they are educated, and they are they have the experience of travel before, but they are okay. But some family, yes.